What's up, everybody? So today we're gonna do a elephant in the room video discussing why gaming and politics absolutely should not mix. Now, back mid 2022, August, sometime around there, apparently there was a big controversy over a mod that got created, and it had me shaking my head. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of different YouTubers, you had some of them advocating for the mod, you had some of them condemning it, saying the mod is shameful. Dozens of articles were written over this mod, condemning this mod, and basically just everybody was up in arms over it. And, you know, back in the day, we didn't argue about dumb shit like this. So basically, what it boiled down to is somebody made this mod here, non-Newtonian New York. Now, essentially what this mod basically does is it replaces the rainbow flag in the game with the American flag. So it replaces the flag that represents some of the people for a flag that represents all of the people in our country. You know, the mod by itself, I don't think is a bad mod. I don't think necessarily having a American flag only in your game is a bad thing. I'm pretty sure half of this had to do with the gift wrapping that the mod was probably done on. You know, because I'm sitting here like looking at hold on, let me pull that down. Because it was also taken off of not only Nexus mods but ModDB. So when you put in the description changes this the stupid pride flag to American flags, you do kind of come across as a bit of a dick, and that's probably what got people in an uproar, to be perfectly honest. I think that if you had sat there and gift wrapped it with, supporting your veterans, having pride in your country, you know, being patriotic, might have been all right. Might have been all right. I mean, things have kind of gotten a little touchy or whatever in the modding community over at Nexus or whatever, especially. ModDB, hard to say. I hadn't really been keeping up, to be honest. But what I found interesting is that it's a big no-no to replace the rainbow flag with an American flag. But if you actually, compare to what we have on ModDB, let's take a look at some of the stuff we actually have here. So we have this mod, US to Pride flag swap. So you can swap out, get rid of the flag that symbolizes our country. That started off as a marginalized country, mind you. It's okay to crap all over our flag, our national flag. But God forbid you replace the other flag, which doesn't make sense to me. And it's not just that mod. I'm going to actually show you guys a couple of different mods here we got. Because this is definitely a thing. We've got Progress Pride. So that's another one. We have progressive flags here. Let me get this up. So we have our progressive flags. That gives you a whole buffet of them. So you can replace all the flags with those. We've got colorful New York. You can like rainbow the shit out of New York City if you want to. So if you're like really into that rainbow vibe, if you're about that life, you can rainbow the hell out of New York City with the colorful New York on hold mod. Not only do you get rainbow flags, hell, Spidey even has a rainbow suit. And how I hate this term, but they got it. I call it sissy gender. For y'all that like that cis terminology, I'm not rocking with that program. They can keep that term. You got your sissy gender flags. So for all the straight people out there, y'all are included too. You know, let's see. And the one that killed me the most was that you can replace the American flag with the Soviet Union flag. Yeah, Socialist Flags, Part 1. So I'm actually surprised they don't go the extra mile or whatever and allow you to have the damn Nazi flag on there because if anybody remembers, the Soviet Union, they were about damn near as bad as the Nazis. The only difference is that they didn't get an opportunity to commit the half the atrocities that fucking was done under the Nazi banner. I'm sitting there seeing this shit and I'm like, man, really? So nobody says anything about this flag here. It's all good in the hood with that one. It's all good in the hood for all the other ones. But God forbid you want to have your American flag. So I personally, because I do come from a long line of military people, I am very patriotic. I will be leaving a link in the description for the American flag mod. I call it the American flag mod. I don't know if maybe, what the guy's intent was behind making it, but at the same time, the mod in itself is not a bad mod. You can find it on GitHub, you can find it on Internet Archive, and so if you want to be patriotic and you want to have nothing but an American flag in your game, by all means, I will not only have that link in the description, but every mod that I have discussed on this video will actually be in the description as well too. So if you actually saw a specific mod on this video that you like, by all means, feel free to click that as well also. I don't think people should be telling people what freaking flag of all things they should or shouldn't have in their game. It's a single player game. You should be able to mod whatever you want. And the fact that we have gotten to a level where we want to sit there and talk about, oh, the American flag, modding that in is hate speech, it shows you just how wrapped up and stupid and rolling and dumb we have gotten with politics in our gaming community. And it used to be, when we argued politics, it was in-game politics, fantasy politics, role-play politics. People used to check their real-life crap at the door. But it's like now everybody thinks that the gaming community is a platform where you're supposed to have these debates, have these arguments, and all this other bullshit. That's not how it works. Anybody with half a brain plays video games because they want to get away from all that candy ass crap. So, by all means, have a field day with it, you know. But I definitely thought it was a ridiculous situation. It is definitely something that I wanted to point out. I definitely think that Nexus mods and ModDB need to think a little bit more about what they class as discriminatory, you know, in terms of the type of mods. There was also something to the effect of the guy used an alt account or whatever, and that's neither here nor there whether the guy uploaded it from an alt account. That's the other thing I want to point out in the video. Because in a day and age where you're basically dealing with this whole cancel culture, mob mentality. Everybody cries like a big baby because you don't agree with them. What did you think he was gonna say? I'm like, what did you bloody expect? What, you thought he was gonna raise his hand and yeah, guys, not everybody's like me. That's not gonna give a damn if the entire world's mad at him. Some people don't want to deal with that shit. Not everybody can ignore the entire world the way I can ignore the entire world. If I were to piss off the entire planet right now because I sit there and literally said there's nothing wrong with this mod, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. I'm gonna be like, oh, you mad? You better scratch your ass and get glad. And I'm gonna go about my day. I'm not gonna lose no sleep because I believe in the American flag. I believe in our country or whatever. I believe in what it represents. One nation under God. You know, which is what it was founded on. And I believe in those principles. I believe in supporting our veterans. I believe that we should be supportive of our country because I don't know any other country where you can go to and you can get away with nearly the amount of shit that we get away with in the United States of America, especially when it comes to disrespecting our own flag. Now, with Nexus Mod, I can understand why they probably wouldn't give a shit about the American flag. They're based in the UK. They don't care about the American flag. So it makes sense for them to have the mentality that they have. But I can guarantee you, and I'd ask you this, Nexus Mods or whatever, how would you feel if I was to sit there and upload a mod of the UK flag of a Wookiee wiping his ass with it? Would you be offended? Yeah? Well, there you go. So when it comes to things like this or whatever, I think people are lacking their common sense, and I would say that we need to kind of get back to our basics, and stop being so simple-minded about the small shit. Don't sweat the small shit, you know. That's my opinion, though. That's what I think about this whole situation. I thought it was ridiculous. I thought it was childish. The fact that there were even articles written about it is what made it so insanely stupid. The fact that it's even content that I'm discussing is crazy. But I had to address the elephant in the room, and this is exactly why I think politics and gaming should not mix, because I remember what it was like to have, artistic freedom with mod creation back in the day or whatever, and everybody with different walks of life, different points of view were able to come together under one banner, whereas now everybody wants to be at each other's throats over every little thing, you have to walk on eggshells. And it's not right. But anyway, let me know what you guys think or whatever in the comments below. What your thoughts are. Do you see a problem, with the mod? And if so, I would love to know why. Um, a valid reason why. If you agree with what I'm saying, let me know that as well too. I'm open to all opinions. Don't hold back. Definitely don't hold back on my account. In any case, I wish you all the best. Take care, stay safe, like and subscribe, and have a good one, everybody.